The Chevrolet Corvette C3 was the third generation of Chevrolet Corvette, and they also made a race version, which fortunately is in AMS2. But how good is it? Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out today. I'm Arid Silver, and let's get into the sim Automobilista 2 to see how it handles. Okay, so now we are in the sim, trying to drive this car. And obviously it's quite an old car. I think it is from the 70s. So it will have quite thin tires and not the most grip, as you can see. So I'll have to get up to grips with it. As you can see there, I just got a bit confused with everything. But it handles quite okay. And obviously when we're talking about the car, I have to talk about the engine. And it has a humongous V8. I think it was like 7 liters. Really doesn't like braking a lot, so maybe, and it doesn't have adjustable brake bias in the car. But since I feel like this is the time, maybe I think it was the 70s, that the tires weren't that good, but you could produce cars which had quite a bit of power, and definitely more than what the tires allowed. So you have to get into that feeling, adjust your driving to that. Little excursion, but oh god, I don't want to break the gearbox. It seems like I might be doing that. Well, I might be destroying the tires. Yeah, this car is actually harder than I would say last week's car to drive. That could be due to it not being so easy to drive. Oh god. Now I have to start the engine. Let's see if I can actually do a lap with it, or did I destroy the gearbox? I destroyed the gearbox. Well, let me just reload and let's do another lap and see if I can actually do a successful one. Okay, so now we are here again, trying to drive another lap. But can we get it? So I think I have to try and brake a lot earlier than I actually think. And obviously I can't brake that hard since the tires aren't that grippy. And I have to shift very late, because that's the thing with these older cars. You have to wait for the revs to drop, then you can shift without making the car spin. I don't know how it is though with heel and toe, but I would think it's a bit the same. See, I went off here. Well, I maybe will do an invalid lap but I might be able to actually do one correctly. And you can see I actually gain quite a lot of speed. Maybe over-rev the engine a little bit through there. But with these older cars you have to be really gentle with the input, since they are only not a lot of aerodynamics, or basically no downforce. And mainly they are mechanical grip. So that's what you have to figure out. I'm just trying to brake a bit early so I don't overshoot anything. Let's see if I can actually put a lap on the board. Try and sliding a bit to get the rear going where I want it to go. Obviously going off there doesn't means I won't be able to get it, so like that, that's not good. It seems like you need, through twisty corners you have to brake very early, because in this car with the default setup you can't trail brake, it seems. But that was a nice slide. That though isn't a good slide. I'm getting a bit annoyed because this car I really think he can do a good lap, but I can't get it there, which obviously just means that I'm bad. I haven't driven this car, but that's the thing with older cars. They didn't know so much or focus so much about brakes and aerodynamics in terms of downforce. It was, I think it was during the 70s where it all started, and obviously it being a production, based on a production car, they couldn't just put on a big rear wing. And maybe those were the rules. And I have no idea what actual circuits this car raced on. But if it raced around these circuits, then I would really like to see that. To see how the drivers handled them. And I overshot it because I screwed up my shifting. Oh well, you're not going to get a good lap out of me. Obviously that's just a me issue, and you can probably do a much better lap time and everything than me. Because I haven't driven this car a lot, this was my first time driving it, and you have to get used to a car. But, that being said, how good is it? Well, I would say it is a good car. It is actually quite a lot of fun driving. You just have to learn its quirkiness. You have to just learn how quirky it is, because you have to brake early, but through some corners you can actually brake a bit later because you're braking in a straight line, and then on throttle it's not that bad, but it's still a bit bad. So it's just a bit confusing. But would I say it being better than the Super V8? Or is it on a Mercedes level? Well, if we think the Mercedes was a 6, the Sauber Mercedes and the Super V8 are on a 7. Where would I put this? I think I would put it on a 6 too, because the Mercedes was quite fun driving, but it had a few issues. This car is fun driving, but it has a few issues. Could be me, but also I would say due to its age, it has a few issues and you just have to get used to it. But what do you think? Comment down below, and once you're done there, please hit the like button and also subscribe. And if you want to suggest a car, just also comment it down below, because next week I don't have anything. If AMS2 bring an update, then I will obviously make a video on that. But if they don't, and they maybe don't do that, then I will review a car. So put your suggestions down below. But until then, I've been Racing Legend, you've been my amazing viewers. Thank you for watching. Goodbye!